everyone, welcome back to another grammar lesson. Today we're going to be talking about to versus ing, so stay tuned. Before we begin, let's introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Eileen and I'm going to be going into 9th grade.
My name is Dasang and I'll be going into 11th grade this year.
I'm Grant and I'm going to 9th grade.
Okay, so today we will be discussing the to versus ing version of verbs. This is actually a widely ignored topic, so we hope to clarify these usages up right now.
So the to form and ing form of a verb are mixed up very, very often. So a trick if you're unsure. So if you're unsure about an ing word, you replace it with the to word. And if you're unsure about a to word, you replace it with the ing word. So let's look at an example on the next slide because this is probably a bit confusing right now. So, oh wait, I shouldn't do this, right?
Okay, yeah, you can, but I'll just do it. So here we have an incorrect version of the sentence, which says he became less inclined helping others. To some people, it may not sound correct, but if you are unsure, you can always plug the to form in to see which one makes more sense. So in this case, if you plug the to form in, he became less inclined to help others. Well, obviously that sounds more correct, and therefore you can use it. But like Grant said, sometimes a preposition is necessary when you are switching from the to form of a verb to the ing form of the verb. So in the next example, he provides this sentence that says, some vaccines are known for their effectiveness to prevent disease. This is not correct because instead of this phrase, it's actually some vaccines are known for their effectiveness in preventing disease. So in this case, we are using the ing form of the verb, but we actually add a preposition with in, because if you just use preventing, some vaccines are known for their effectiveness preventing disease, it is not as grammatically correct without the preposition. So let's take a look at another special case here. Eileen?
Okay, so continuing on with to versus ing. So sometimes both the to form and the ing form of a word works. So an example of this would be during the Seneca Falls Convention in 1848, the problem of women's suffrage began taking precedence over other concerns. So that's considered grammatically correct. And then another example of this example would be also considered grammatically correct. So that example would be during the Seneca Falls Convention in 1848, the problem of women's suffrage began to take precedence over other concerns. So we have the ing form of taking, and then we also have to take, and both of them would be considered correct in this case.
Here's a chart of frequently used expressions with to and ing. So on the left side, we have agree to be, claim to be, deserve to be, intend to be, offer to be, seek to be, and want to be. So these are pretty frequently used expressions that use to. But on the other hand, we also have frequently used expressions with ing. So we have avoid being, deny being, famous for being, in charge of being, mind being, risk being, and stop being. So hopefully this gives you a better idea of to versus ing.
And that concludes our discussion on to versus ing with verbs. Again, this is not widely discussed, but it can often become confusing, especially when studying for the SAT. So again, we hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something new about verb usage and its grammatically correct forms. And before we end, I would just like to remind you guys to be sure to like, subscribe, and even ring that notification bell if you want to be notified of our upcoming videos, which are uploaded every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So again, we hope you like this video, and we'll see y'all later. Thank you.
Bye.